Hi, Phil Schoenberg, Fastpitch Power. Last week we talked about the optimal position for the drive foot. That is toe and knee in a power forward position to come off the pitching rubber to enable a young pitcher, a developing pitcher, any pitcher to command the strike zone with power and speed consistently. The difference between what we're talking about, toe and knee in a power forward position, and what a lot of young developing pitchers and even older, more advanced pitchers are doing is a drag through, which will create certain problems. Last week I said I didn't want to get into all of the problems that create a domino effect, but I got a lot of feedback from our viewers saying, well, my daughter is doing this. Is this as a result of a drag through? What are exactly some of the major problems? Well, there are three major problems that are created. And let me just show you again what I'm talking about when I talk about a power forward position for the toe and knee in a drive through. When I come off the pitching rubber and I get into my balanced, vertically stacked position right here, I've created a throw zone at my target. You will notice that my toe and knee, drive foot, toe, and knee, right foot for a right-hand pitcher, left foot for a left-hand pitcher, are facing forward, enabling me to drive through with continuous contact of my drive foot with the ground. That's a legal pitch. A drag through, in opposition to that, will happen when I come off the pitching rubber and my drive foot turns. And you see that my back foot has now collapsed onto its side, and because of that, it creates an anchor effect that leads to other problems, and we're going to talk about that a little bit now. Now I can only drag my foot through, not drive it through, maintaining good posture. So here are the three main problems that you're going to see that result from a drag through instead of a drive through. The first is loss of vertical stacking, which is our description of being in a perfectly balanced, good posture position. Here is a vertically stacked position. Here it is from the side. I'm vertically stacked. Eyebrows, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles directly on top of each other and parallel to the ground. I am perfectly balanced here. I can fire and drive through easily. When my foot turns outward, eversion we call it, and I'm dragging through, one of the first things that is likely to happen, because the main problem or the main physical flaw that creates the turning of that foot are weak glutes, tight hip flexors. So here's one of the big problems that we face. When I go like this, you'll notice my vertical stacking is now lost. My butt is sticking out because my glutes are not strong enough to hold me in this position, and my hip flexors are too tight, very possibly. When I do this, my body feels tension. When my body feels tension, it is going to be generating muscle contraction to prevent me from falling over or injuring myself, but at the same time, that muscle contraction is going to rob me of speed and command. Very important. Anything that I am doing with my body to hold it in place, unbalanced, is going to rob me of speed and command. One of the other major domino effects from having that foot evert is premature rotation. Let me show you what that looks like. Now that I have dropped that foot back, you see that my torso, my glove hand, is moving outward and my torso is turning with it. And whatever my glove hand does and my torso does, my throw zone is going to do. If my throw zone is moving in that direction, if my torso is moving in that direction, my throw zone is moving in that direction. Obviously, my hand's not going to go in that direction because my catcher's over here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to slow down, I'm going to push the ball to the plate, loss of speed, loss of command. So premature rotation is something that you're going to see in a pitcher who is turning their foot out and dragging it through instead of driving it through. One of the other, I'm going to do this one from the side, one of the other main problems is collapsing the backside. So even if I'm able to maintain a certain level of posture, when I turn that drive foot out, very often my backside is going to collapse. So what's happening here is my throw zone's going down and up. Anything my body does is going to create a movement in my throw zone. And any movement in my throw zone is going to create a movement in my pitch that is other than where I want that pitch to go. Again, coming off the pitching rubber ideally, I'll do it from the side here, vertically stacked, balanced, throw zone pointing at my target, and here I'm in a power forward position with my toe and knee, no collapsing of the backside, no premature rotation, and I'm able to fire and drive that ball through with good balance. So those are three of the main problems that you will face with your drive foot eversion, collapsing the backside, premature rotation, and any number of other issues having to do with structural weaknesses that are not necessarily coming from your foot, as we discussed last week. I hope this has been helpful for you. Let me know what your particular issues are, and I'll be happy to try to address them. Great talking.